Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Oh my gosh, you guys, I wish I was on film all day. My different moods and crazy antics and things that I saw and experienced and went through from the time I woke up to now have been so ridiculous. I hope my cat doesn't really piss me off and jump on this. So it's been a myriad of things. I woke up, the energy was so great for channeling, so I began right away. And so the cat started acting up. So I bring them out, and as I'm carrying one, I hit the on switch for the vacuum, which turned everything into chaos. And the cats were like springing out. There's only 4, but they were like going bananas. The one I had in my hands, I got lucky, jettisoned straight up instead of trying to tear my head off. It was so crazy and zany. And I could tell from that moment on, it's like it got me in a really good mood, because I love when things are just bonkers and chaotic and silly. And I got in a really good mood, and I was like, you know what? Today's energy is absolutely perfect for readings. I love this. I feel, the throat chakra, self-expression, all of that, and natural intuitive gifts also coming through. And it really is a time of calm and tranquility, a really calm and tranquil environment, and peaceful and positive energy that I'm projecting and I'm feeling right now. And I love to delve into reads when I'm feeling like this. And I'm so excited to introduce you to some amazing decks, and I'll do a flip through at the end. Today I'm using, and thanks to Tigra, my beautiful fellow reader. He's over at Tigra. I'll hold his information up at the end of the read too, because I'd love for you guys to go see him. Very high energy, totally gifted and talented. He asked me if I had any particular decks that I liked, and so I mentioned a few that I didn't have because his store was having this sale, and he actually got every single thing that I mentioned. So he's beyond generous, and I'm so stoked about these. They're amazing. So today's read, I'm going to use the herbiary, and I'll do a flip through at the end. And then I'll also do a flip through of the crystallary, because, it's kind of fast and fun. But I also have, and I'm going to be using in the next, an Edgar Allan Poe tarot, and then the bestiary. The artwork, the books, everything is fantastic. Now, today's read is just going to be about what is coming your way in regards to anything. Whatever comes out of the cards and is channeled, it may be love heavy, it may be career, it may be abundance, it may be change of vocation, all of those things. Whatever it is, we are just going to ask away and let come in whatever is coming in. So here are your choices. And I also want to show you guys these because I was so excited. I was wire wrapping yesterday. I ordered some carnelians, and I was like, you know what? They would look so great with a little gold writing or silver writing of the elements on it. And then I was wire wrapping, and I was trying different designs. I really, really like it. They're nice and secure. And I may at some point make like a choker that has all of them, but I thought these would be so pretty just on a silver chain with a couple like carnelian beads too, like on strands, so it kind of like catches the color and matches that. So DM me if you ever want anything custom made with your sign, or you like these, and I'll send you the info, because I'm still uploading everything in my store. So let's get comfy, get cozy, you guys. Get yourself a nice snack or cup of tea, and we're going to begin. Here's our choices. Number 1 is Pay Attention and Nettle. Number 2 is The Ways of Water, White Willow. I've got to say, weeping willows are my tree. White birches and weeping willows, I freak out over. I lose my mind. And then number 3 is Sage, Clear the Way. Something is happening today in the energy too, where I was like, I am donating and throwing out basically everything that I am not putting to use, that is just taking up room, that I've had tucked away in bins that I don't know about. Clearance, clearance, clearance. I made a little pact with myself, and I would love for you guys to do this in terms of staying organized and not overspending. I was like, I'm going to go to the store and I'm getting this. I'm getting clear containers that are this size. I'm going to get some plants, towels, that's it. And I went to the store and I got exactly what I needed. And because I had the presence of mind that I was going for specific things, I didn't impulse buy and go crazy. That is very helpful with that. Okay, you guys, so we are going to begin with number 1. Okay, group 1. So we're on Nettle. Pay attention. Let's talk about right now in your auric field too, and let's take these colors to work with, because we have green and tan. So right now I feel like this frequency that's resonating with this group right now is a vibration of the heart chakra. So this is the center of personal growth and healing. So now that we're concentrating on this, it is individuals that have the presence of a person with very peaceful and restful energy around them. They are more balanced in any of the colors in the spectrum. They easily give equal attention to their own creative goals as to people they love. They have a sense of responsibility and service to others and are very self-assertive. So the green too also bridges spiritual and physical worlds. So it helps you with your focus, your high ideals, your aspirations, and is usually resonating for incredibly creative individuals. So I feel right now, then let's mix in a little bit of this tan too, because when we have some of this, and tan in a frequency or an aura, these people have a tendency to sometimes keep their feelings to themselves. They don't want to overburden people. They have the ability to accomplish time-consuming tasks that would frustrate other people. You know, that calm demeanor. They are down to earth and they value long-term commitment. And also they love to analyze and learn and understand three-dimensional reality and enjoy living a comfortable and secure as well as a stable life. So it's funny that water and earth were here too. Again, emotionally stable, grounded, all of that. It's such a feel-good thing. So what I'm going to do too is I'm just going to split this deck and we're going to see what comes up in terms of, so this is going to be thoughts and projects. Oh, how much do we love this? More green. Again, you guys are going to now experience a wonderful, peaceful time where you do feel absolutely protected and guided. You know, I feel like right now you're going to seem and come out of this cocoon where you have a really powerful personality, dynamic, charismatic, visionary type of energy. And I feel like you are now in a place to lead and inspire other people and humankind into maybe new age prosperity, happiness, wholeness, real futuristic, high ideal thinking right now. Thoughts and activities that are stimulating and show a close connection with the spiritual realm and really connecting in with that life force energy. That this type of light-heartedness allows for this energy and high frequency to penetrate big time. And let's really tap into this King of Swords. You're going to have fantastic ideas that you're going to be able to incorporate in your visionary thinking. Like focus, follow through, doing it, done, dusted, making the connections, communicate what you want. I feel like you're going to really be able to connect and make things visible in your mind's eye and then take the energy that you need and go for it. And I feel like there will be people that have their eye on your work that you're doing. And it's really going to help a lot of people as well. You know, it's this beautiful trusting in your intuition to say the things that need to be said in a natural and organic way. And it's going to be very helpful. And I definitely feel like you're going to be able to transcend the limitations of kind of like this 3D thinking that can sometimes absorb us through our whatever, our ego, what other people are saying, because self-healing is about recognizing patterns, behaviors, and rectifying, you know, what we need to do and what doesn't serve us. Like I said at the beginning of the read, I was really glad that I had a play and a formula in place of exactly what I needed at the store. I needed clear long bins and a couple towels, and like that was it. And by making that mental list, I didn't go out and just buy crazy things, you know. I didn't go out and impulse buy. I went right to the sections I need to go. And in any places I know, home goods, and they normally draw me in and they can become like impulse buy central, but I made a decision I wasn't going to do that. And that's kind of what this is. We rectify those odd spending habits, odd eating habits, odd exercise habits, and we turn them into something that helps us and heals us, and we learn from it. And you know, we keep in mind we're going to do this again. It's the things that helps us enjoy manifesting our desires by paying attention to what's actually happening, you know. And now you're not going to deny yourself the things that you need to do right now. You know, you're going to have an indication, this is taking away my energy, this is giving me energy, and you're not going to like overwork. I saw a really great video this morning that was just so simple, and it was Gregory Scott, and all he said was, just take it easy on yourself, allow time for self-care and observe what you're doing, and what's with the crazy producing, like really giving yourself permission to chill out. Because something that happens, especially with fire signs, is we will start a project, start another project, start another, and we get so revved up. And I personally do this too. I will go out through my emails and other things and pull in all these questions and energies and to-do lists, and then I can burn myself out. And what ordinarily would be a lot of fun then becomes it becomes like a big valley that I have to climb back up this thing to complete it all, because in my mind I think I have to complete all these things that I've begun, and it becomes strenuous instead of fun and lighthearted. So again, as soon as I recognize that pattern, I said all I need to do when I wake up is relax, get in a happy mood, do the daily pop, and go from there. And then just do a list, private read, so on and so forth, but not pull in everything and have like my iPad, computer, phone, everything going, to just dial it down so things are, enchanted and fun and spontaneous. So you guys are going to have lots of good ideas that are going to bring in revenue sources, new friends, and all of that stuff that is necessary. So let's see too. I want to see what the book says about this, because I love this Finding Grace and Starflower. This particular deck is so cool too, because there's things in here that I don't know what a star flower is, unless it's a fruit. I know the star fruit, but I'm like, now I need to find out these things. So in the book it says, some call this plant by a common name borage, but she prefers star flower, and wouldn't you? Her blue star-shaped petals shine among the garden's more usual yellows and pinks, shimmering yet understated like an old-time movie starlet. Starflower shares a timeless philosophy with those legends of the silver screen. Grace isn't something you keep for yourself, she tells us. Grace, Starflower knows, is a gift you give over and over to the world around you. If you're thoughtful, caring, true, grace develops a patina over time, becoming wisdom, cradling those lucky enough to be in her presence. How can you let a little more grace into your life? I love that. And so something that grace means to me is that moment of loving energy to everything you come in contact with, being deeply sensitive to other people's ideals. And romantic love is grace, a natural ability to keep romance alive and in relationships, and vibrating in like just a happy kind of trend. Also, I feel like people that have this, they heal others with a glance, a smile, a kind word, or just being present. They remind us to be gentle with each other and all of Earth's creatures, right? I remember once this lady paid me this phenomenal compliment, and I was in this acting class, and I don't know, I won this crazy contest, and they're like, so I'm in this acting class, and I came and I sat down, and I remember that day I wanted to wear something very super light fabric, so it was almost like satin, and it was this really pretty chocolate brown, and I thought I was just so dazzled. I was so happy. And when sometimes, when we're wearing the right thing, I felt like really kind of willowy and nice, and I sat down, and she went, ooh, she goes, I have to say, you move with such grace and style. I love it. And I remember being so excited for hearing that, and I think I was like 19. I was like, thank you, that's so wonderful. And I was like just beaming from that. And it is a nice thing, because grace again is that beautiful balance of bringing an element to the room of kind of a presence. It's really, really nice. So you guys, you're really going to have that. You're going to have this lovely grace. You're really going to feel like you're divinely protected and guided. You're going to have great ideas. And again, I feel like source really, let's also hear about, wait a minute, is that a separate thing? Yeah, I want to just pull a card sort of in your love life, because I want to cover some different things for everybody. Oh, so King of Cups. Yeah, it's so funny, I was about to put everything away and I heard love, 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 like knocking on the door. So let's talk about this. Some of you guys, you are going to become a little more fearless when it comes to connecting with people, and really live and understand the passion of a well-rounded life. So whether you are in a relationship or not right now, your passion is going to be refueled and reignited, and this kind of brightness added. You're adding energy to it. Wherever we give focus and energy, we get our results, right? So I feel like individuals in your orbit too that are crushing on you or have been watching you will now step forward with a lovely kind of declaration. Some of you guys are going to meet individuals just offhand at school, in coffee shops, through friends, whatever, and it is going to strike a super happy vibe with you. This is going to be somebody who is right in your right in your orbit, a kindred spirit. You have so much fun. It happens organically and with ease. And again, it's like sometimes we have this joyful anticipation of things that are going to come to pass. And so that's now what you have your eye on, which I really love. So pay attention. People are trying to flirt with you. People will be trying to flirt with you. People will be trying to send you messages and indicate certain things. And all you need to do is kind of be receptive to that, which I really, really love. So that's you, group one. Again, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. All my information is on the thumbnail as well. If you'd like a private read, I get back to you within 48 hours with your reading after I get your information too. So I'm really excited. And come flip through to the end or watch all of these. They're all going to have different indicators and different areas of your life. And then I'm going to do a flip through at the end. Okay, you guys, I'm going to restart because I just started a little bit and my cat decided to jump on. So this is the beautiful Ways of Water White Willow. So in the book it says how most people think of willow as graceful and soft, a beautiful tree with weak wood, but she's happy to let you have your delusions. Underground, she sends expansive roots questing for water, the element of emotion, which feeds extraordinary flexibility. Willow loves to dunk her feet, sampling the flow of feelings, tasting anger and joy, sorrow and sass. Pliancy allows her to have great empathy without becoming overwhelmed by emotions of others. Instead, they flow through her like water. If you find yourself armoring up to handle high emotions, call on Willow to teach you the ways of water. When Willow appears, it's a reminder to let emotions flow through you. Hallelujah. I had such a day. Today I went into several different stores and did different things, and I made a vow to myself that it were anything to get like too boisterous or loud as they do in some busy stores, I was simply just going to move away from everything and let that just flow through me. Let people have their space and whatever. But as an empath, I'm not going to take it on board, and I'm not going to have it change my mood. I even found, sometimes I have residual knee-jerk reactions to things. Like, I always come home right when the school is getting out and it's on, like it's right by my road, so it jams everything to hell when I do that at that time. And I found I did again today, and all of a sudden, no exaggeration, my whole neck got all stiff and started to cramp up. And I said, whoa, 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 I know exactly what's happening here. I'm anticipating traffic jams and people being stupid and craziness. And I said, why are you going to let that affect you? You're in no hurry. You don't have to be anywhere. And because of that, I totally brought on that energy of, the willow, be calm, be flexible. And then I was just calm and I felt good. So let's talk about right now what you're going to have going on. Things that you have planted the seeds for, you are going to have great results with. If you guys have message schools, if you've applied for jobs, if you've done things that you've gone out with your intention, had focused and released to the universe, you're going to be seeing the results over the next couple weeks. You're going to be getting back big yeses, big connections, wonderful, wonderful results of planting these seeds. This could be also if you guys are having a nice stick-to-itness when it comes to your diet and eating plan, you're going to start to feel results. You're going to feel more energy. You're going to have a higher energy level, no more exhaustion. I feel like it's tangible results. I really like this. And again, I feel like big creativity, resources, money, energy, good love, all of these things are starting to sprout. I love the Six of Pentacles. People are going to come in and want to help you and gift you things, support, help you get jobs, network for you. Good indication of that, which is really nice. So let's see too with the start fresh when we have chickweed. I feel like you guys, if you have any of that murky or heavier energy that constantly makes you want to dash and do and keep producing, you're going to give yourself a break and let yourself calm down, and you're going to let yourself have beautiful meditation, solitude, reflection. A calm, serene, and positive disposition is really coming your way. It's your time for this, which I love. So this is really great because this talks about chickweed sings of bright beginnings welcome you on your path. Tiny star-like flowers whisper it's time. Not sure you're ready? No worries. Gently she'll break cells open, rewiring energy and life. Chickweed reminds you wherever you are is a fine place to begin, and she'll joyously demonstrate by tumbling in any possible place for new growth, from neglected farmstead flower pots to abandoned urban planters. So this is really going to help you find what you truly crave and let go of burdens, a gentle guidance in the right direction. And again, definitely knowing that from what you have been asking the universe for. Those beautiful little ethereal ties are out there, and they're making the connections that varied and aplenty, whatever it is, through love, through needing maybe abundance, monetary assistance, good ideas, exception for jobs that you have been waiting and hearing back from people, the gift to be able to analyze things smartly and sufficiently, and also wonderful, wonderful doors opening that bring you inner joy, generosity, and you're naturally going to attract the things that you want to attract in a really spectacular way. Yeah, look at you guys. I love this 6, 7, 8. You see that? Step by step, one foot in front of the other, all of this. Even complex concepts are going to be easy to you because you're going to be positively motivated in your life to do things, and you're going to be happy about it and happy about the results. I'll tell you how simple it is for me. My mind can go, so, and I very rarely get like brain fog. What happens is I actually get information overload because both what I'm learning and doing and absorbing and also hearing when I start to channel. So all I need to do sometimes is just, this is crazy and I didn't think this would work for me, but the TV suggested and started one of my own videos, and I'll tell you what, today I was listening to my Daily Pop and I was breathing better because I was in such a good headspace and so happy when I was doing this and calm, that it made me calm to hear myself being calm. It was so weird. So if you guys can tape yourself when you're feeling extraordinarily calm and peaceful and just say things to yourself like, I feel fine, all is well, I feel peaceful, what you're going to find is happening is you will feel more and more peace from that, and then derive a sense of calm and feel really great, which is important, right? Allow that in. And there's nothing that your soul and heart would like more than to you just be resplendent, having fun, enjoy listening to music, doing the simple things. We often think that we need these big events to substantiate joy or growth. But it is in the little things, the little changes we make that benefit us, the little happy things. Like I get totally stoked about a snack or a cup of coffee. You know what I mean? Same as like a trip. And another trick that I've been doing too is sometimes I plan an artificial trip in my head. Like I'm going to go somewhere and I picture it. What it'd be like to experience there, like the Maldives, the water. And we can go there in our head, and it creates a chain reaction like in our body. Our body starts to relax, we get excited, we anticipate what else would we see, while we're fishing in the Maldives, what else would we be having. Same thing in love, in a relationship, in your ideal relationship you can envision. Same thing in your ideal job. And also when you're shining that bright light on the things you really, really would love to do, it will also cast a light on the things that you're now doing that don't fully absorb you or belong in your life anymore, which is really going to be helpful. Really evening things out. You see these lovely 6 and 8s, that nice even numbers. So you're going to feel well healed and like you're in the flow state that you should be, to recognize things that are good for you and like letting go of anything that is artifice or like excessive. So you guys, that's you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my information is right on the thumbnail as well. And stick through to the end so you guys can see the flip through of this amazing herbiary deck. And I'll probably do the bestiary deck as too, because they're really beautiful and bright. Loving this for you. Yeah, I just feel like sometimes, we plant the seeds and people are so used to immediate gratification that they think something is wrong when they don't get it right away, like a job or anything. But in regard to that is we have to have a healthy void to have availability, right? It's like the first person asking you out and you're like, oh, they're shady and there's a million red flags, but I'll go for it. And then you're dating this like super mediocre red flag person, and then this ideal person comes in and you might be meeting them in a restaurant, but you're dining with this, 2 out of 10. So again, we're left and should be leaving healthy voids for new things to come in, and not get lack mentality because we don't get immediate gratification, right? It's not usually I apply for this job, I want it in the same day. That's not necessarily how it works. It's like the universe will definitely bring it to you. And I love this. I get so excited sometimes in winter. I love just looking at artwork of nature so I can experience nature. It's so wonderful. And these trees just remind me, my mother had a huge weeping willow in the middle of her Hill Street house. And I thought it was one of the most amazing things. And I would just go sit out there and feel so peaceful and wonderful. So that again is, you guys, beautiful energy. So now we're going to go on to number 3, which is sage and clear the way. Right, decluttering, time to declutter, you guys, big time. So in the book, it talks about, life can be sticky. Members of the sage clan have been used in a multitude of cultures for clearing the invisible wisps of energy that cling, barnacle-like, to people, to places. So whether you think those energies as your own spent emotions or the leftover emanations of someone else's, sage can definitely help you make your peace and move on. Sage is sacred because it clears the way, creating a blank canvas, an open path, allowing you the opportunity to reach your full potential. Sage's appearance tells you that a block needs to be cleared, whether you can name it or not, so you can move forward. Again, it's so funny. I had just had all these things right here. I'm a sage maniac. I have the sprays. I'm constantly, if I only have a couple bundles left, I go out and I buy more. I like to just have it close by, and I like to handle it and smell it. So if you guys aren't aware of its properties, it definitely is from Native Americans for, centuries have used it to clear your aura. A lot of readers use it I clear my decks with it, so on and so forth. So let's see what's coming in for you guys. Ooh, Hierophant, big spiritual journeying time right now. You're going to have the keys that you need to open the doors to bring you to the places that you want to go. Okay, so let's talk about this for a moment. You're going to move away from what you think is just same old energy. Sometimes when we believe there's a stagnancy or a heaviness and there's a pattern that needs to be broken, this isn't unusual for that to come up with sage when you need a clearance. Are you hanging out with people that are just kind of like blah? People that they don't inspire you. They don't necessarily make you feel good. We've all had that friend throughout our life where they're really sarcastic, and every time you see them, it takes just kind of like spine to tolerate them, their ridiculousness, whether it's they're petty, insolent, they're whatever it is, those negative vibes. Sometimes we forget we don't have to spend time with people. If they are in a mood or a funk, yes, we want to help them, but if they've never grown out of this and they're selfish. I read this thing the other day and I loved it so much, and it was basically how to gaslight a narcissist, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever. And I'm actually, on my next read, I'm going to incorporate some of these things that I've learned recently because I thought it's genius. And I really am into the psychology of people that are just checked out when they don't really care or about other people, because everything has to be about them, and how to manage those types of people so you can protect yourself, not feel bad, but also not fit into them. Because as you guys know, narcissists have one thing. They want, it's like, let's just call it, they want that pill, and they want you to hand them that pill. And what that pill usually is it's about them. It's about telling them how great they are. And it's not about anything. It's not the work that they do. It's not anything else. It's them personally, why they're superior. And they're constantly fishing, and they lay out all these hooks, and they want to hook you in. So they will suggest something that will then inadvertently have you complimenting them. And it's a huge freaking drain. People know this. And I was studying this thing, and I thought, this is so great. So I'll go over that. But this is part of that too. This Four of Cups can be like, we don't know why we're stuck. We could be dealing with narcissists. We could be dealing with people that are just so self-absorbed. We could be dealing with a little stagnancy in our own life where we really want to make a change, but it's hard. Maybe too much Netflix and chill, maybe too much overspending, and we're just stuck in it. But this is what we need. This is what's going to help us. The Hierophant. The Hierophant holds us the keys. It's higher knowledge and wisdom about ourselves, how we operate in the world, how we see things, our perspective. Sometimes it's a really great perspective, positivity, optimism, and we feel like you have the presence of a person that is peaceful and restful and has a restful experience in life. And then other times it can seem like, because it's restful, is it blasé, is nothing going on. As a fire sign, I like high energy at times, but I love peaceful, restful experiences. I like when my heart rate slows and I'm just sitting and looking at a tree. Oftentimes when I come home from whatever I'm doing, I'll stop by Cummings Beach or my other beach, and I'll just look at the waves. Immediately calm. All my muscles in my neck and shoulders relax, all of this. So see this as more relaxing, not missing something. We're going to stop with the FOMO and the fear of missing out, and know that We're not meant to do everything all day long. If everything was always coming at us, this is why I believe amusement parks are the curse of everything, because kids get overwhelmed. They want to do everything. They have fear of missing out, and they overextend themselves. So instead of enjoying that fun little carousel ride, their brain is already on like, I need to go on that murder roller coaster, and after that I need to have cotton candy, and after that I need to, you know what I mean? The racing mind, the want, the desire, that's met with disappointment, because we simply are not going to have everything we want one day. And even if we did, it'd be too much. Let's stop trying to have everything. Slow it down. Let's learn why we want these things in the first place. And center and ground right here, red clover. Very important. I'll stop myself if I see myself spinning out. I often do this when I'm making jewelry. I'll see certain stones and I'll all of a sudden my mind will be on to making the next piece. And I'll say, breathe. Hey, don't pay attention to what you're doing and finish, focus and follow through. And then, you feel restful. So the red clover, I love this so much too. This beautiful heart with all these wonderful plants around it. I love it. And this is commonly cultivated forage crop that feeds horses, cows, sheep, goats, and just about anything else humans keep at pasture. She plants your feet on the ground, or 2 or 4, it doesn't matter, while encouraging you to run a few miles or dive into the art project that you have been avoiding. Again, this happened for me today. I know I have this super clutter craziness going on out in my living room, and I said, so all you need to do is get your clear bins and sort through it. And I said, and again, I made a schedule for myself today, A, B, and C. Then I was doing this, and then I'm going to do that. And as soon as I have a mental list, I feel like I accrue kind of like karmic happy points, because I know I can trust myself to make a schedule and I stick to it. That's what this is. Be grounded, be solid, be organized, and stop with like excessive attitude right now. So red clover wants us to get moving. It definitely does, in body and spirit. She loves grounded action and will happily bolster your courage, from the Latin word core, which means heart. So when you're acting from a strong center, you can step out and move forward. Bold is not rash. You're not just going out willy-nilly. That's why I decided to. I'm not, even if I'm bored and I want to go out and do something, I'm not going to head for a store. I'll head for a beach, or I'll head for this. I will go to a store if I need something, because I found in the past I just wander about aimlessly. I impulse buy, and then I get upset that I'm impulse buying stuff that I don't need. So I made a decision that's not something I need to do. And it felt really good. And then I show up fully in the places that I'm out, and I feel grounded. Again, I don't feel like I'm going to be tempted by crazy, stupid things. And we remember with this Hierophant card how to really stay the course. And Sage, really, I feel like clearance of energy is really going to come in for you. So I'm going to pull another one of these. Oh, this is perfect for this. And I think this came up on, yeah, I think it came, yes, it definitely did. It came up on the Daily Pop. Oats and just be. Sometimes we have to know, and especially with Sage and Hierophant, what a great balance of let's just be. Let's just sit there for a moment. Yesterday, I had the presence of mind. I was walking through the kitchen and the sun was kind of setting. I was like, just stop and look out the window. Why do you think you have to go sit on the couch or go sit at the kitchen table when you can just stand here and witness this? It's totally awesome. Just be. Isn't it nice sometimes when you go to like your fridge and you get a glass of water and you just pause and you just assess like what's taking place in your house? What are your animals doing? What's happening outside your window? And you just breathe and you rest and you have a pause in between activities. So like if you're doing something too long, you can decide, hey, I need to move a muscle and change a thought. I'm going to go get a glass of water. And then it just, in that moment of repose and like chill, you can alter what you're doing by slowing yourself down and having present moment awareness. And that's what this is about. Just be, just ground, just be peaceful, just identify things, determine what is your next right mood. I feel like too, a lot of expressive dreamers love this. Like they just are sensitive to what's taking place outside their window and what they're feeling. And again, I just love this. You're going to start to emanate this peaceful and positive energy and project that. And it's going to help you also be very self-assertive because you're coming from a place of being grounded. So I feel like now you guys, if any of you people were thinking about asking for that raise, changing a vocation, connecting with somebody you'd like to, again, give yourself that positive, reinforcement that you can have, do, say, be, think, feel anything that you want whenever you want. And get in touch with that limitlessness that's always provided for all of us. And hell yeah, it goes in peaks and valleys. I have days where I'm like, I'm not even, it's like, especially if I have a lot of reads, I need to decompress and I'll be at my bandwidth. And then there's other days where I'm like, how did I get all of that done in one day and have all these great ideas, thinking, organization? And then, you know, it comes. And that's the thing, our moods fluctuate, and our capacity to do things all reside in what we think we can do. So when we think we can do it, we absolutely can. And that's where that starts. You got to just be for a minute, pause between things. Because we're not trying to fill our days just to fill our days. It's ridiculous. Let's fill it with some quality things, you know, quality programs, the things we read, art, being with animals, being in nature, all of that, a beautiful, varied approach to it. And that's what you're starting to do and you're starting to recognize. I don't need all this vacuous stuff. I don't need all this chit chat. Sometimes I just need to sit and be. Sometimes I like to just watch, like, water as well. It doesn't matter if even not out in an ocean or a lake necessarily, a glass of water. Water is very calming for my emotions, and I think that's why I love lots of like hot long showers. It's very calming, it's very restful, it helps us release, you know, tension and just be like, you know. So sometimes just sit and observe, you know, your water in your glass, your tea in the cup, and let yourself pause in between activities so you can just be restful. And I feel like that's, you're gonna, you know, rest is going to be your staunch ally right now. Like, forget about producing and doing so much. Just be and see how you feel and why you feel that way. So that's your group 3 beautiful, beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks so much. Don't forget to press like and subscribe and all my information. Oh yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to do a flip through for you guys. All my information is on the front, and this particular one, you guys, I'm going to do the flip through is the herbiary. And again, thank you, Trey, so much for these decks. They're absolutely amazing. What I'm going to do too is just kind of like swipe and get this out of the way. And the backs are heaven. It's like a brushed quiet bronze with bright indigo, and it's really gorgeous. And look at all the animals on it, squirrels and all this stuff. Love it. Okay, so see, like ripple outward, self-heal. The art is just, it's perfect. I just love it. It's very bright and refreshing and fun. And the book is really, really simple too. This is one of my favorite cards on that, the Remembrance. And I'll show you, see how simple you get, like one page, and it just, it's like a beautiful little story. And also, if you guys are curious too about herbs and plants, it does have some stuff in there I am not super familiar with. I'll see what is going on. Like, I knew about aspen trees. I didn't know. And also in the book, yarrow, it talks about how this has been used for centuries for healing, to keep what's supposed to be in your body in and keep off your body what's supposed to be off. But look at that. It's like, oh, I just stared at this card up on the screen because I had it for my daily pop. And if you look at the image of it long enough, the blue in the crystal ball starts to move. The way the artist used the white and a little bit of silvery paint, it actually gives you the illusion that there's water in that orb and it's moving. That's so happy, isn't it? I love dandelions. Like, I can't help but make a wish like a 2-year-old every time I see it. I think these might be upside down. Let me just take them from here. And then I'll have them be right side up. Yeah, trillium, like that, I have no idea what that is. I have to look that up. Tulsi, no clue. My mom had, I know what vervain is. My mom had so many cool herbs and things. But look at the colors. They're absolutely like majestic. Lots of purples. I love this. And I just started working in watercolors the other day as well. I used to use oils and acrylics because I like that heavy, impactful color. But I'm finding you can get really robust, bright colors by layering, and it's a fun medium to work in. Like hawthorn, this artwork just really does it for me. Wow, isn't that so nice? So you guys, now I don't want to mix up too many decks. So what I'll do in the next read, I will do bestiary, then I'll do the crystallary and flip through after that too. And over on my IG, which is Sparkrist 11, I did flip throughs on all of these. And the next thing too, I'll use the Edgar Allan Poe deck. If you guys want a really beautiful deck, I was like, so cool, vibrant. I just love it. I feel like there's more and more impressive artwork in all of these decks that are out there that are just, it's just so rich and detailed. But yeah, like look at this particular one. Oh, the eggs in the the little robin's eggs. Look how blue they are on the raspberries. Totally beautiful. So that's it, you guys. Love and light.